Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining me for today's webinar to talk about the new APCO International website. And I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I can as I walk you through the new site. Just a few housekeeping items before we get started. You have joined in listen-only mode. This will be recorded, so it will be available in case you missed it or you want someone else to view it. And I encourage you to please ask questions during the webinar in the question panel on the right-hand side of your dashboard, and I will answer any questions at the end of this presentation. It is going to be a short presentation today, not very long, but I will try and cover the majority of the website. And again, if you have questions, please add those to the question panel. All right, well, let's get started. With that, I kind of want to start with why did we go through a redesign? Why redesign the APCO website? Well, one reason is that the website has not been through a redesign in over 10 years, and in technology and the website world, that is like an eternity. So that was one reason. But really, we realized that the current navigation was not working for our visitors and our members, and there was a lot of repeated content that occurred on several pages of the website that was repetitive. And we also noticed that our site was lacking personality. It really did not represent who our members are, who are you guys, the first of the first responders. And we felt that it was really important to make sure that that was represented on the site as soon as you went there. So then what came next? Well, we went through a process of information gathering. We hired a consultant web company to help us with that. And we did interviews, we did surveys, we interviewed members, non-members, students, staff, all sorts of users to get information to see how the current site was working, what wasn't working. We learned a lot from those interviews, and we learned what the pain points were of our current site and what people were having difficulty with, and to really try and dig into that and figure out how to fix that. And all of this informed our decisions before we even started the redesign, was to gather all of this data and this information from our visitors. And with that, I'm going to take myself off camera because you're not here to see me today. You're here to see our beautiful new website. So I'm going to take myself off camera and I'm going to kind of do a high-level overview of the new site. So follow me. I'm going to get off right now. Okay, so let's start with the home page. What is the purpose of the home page? Well, the home page is really to tell a story. Who is APCO? Most people, when they come to a home page, they're trying to learn about that organization or association, because a lot of you know exactly where you're going to get your information. You're not hanging out on the home page. So the home page really is the story of who we are. So first we wanted to give it personality, and we added pictures of real telecommunicators. This is from a photo shoot I did a few years back at a comm center. And we added words that represent our members. We have here respond and save. And one thing I would like to show you guys, I'm going to refresh this. And look, we have a different photo of a telecommunicator. We have respond and support. So our goal is to also make it interesting. So when you come to the site, it's not going to look exactly the same each time, or it's going to have good representation of our members and who you guys are. With real photos, we have these words here. And then we also wanted to show that the association has history. So if you look over here on the side, since 1935, we felt that was really important to represent our association, that we have history, that we've been around for a long time. And then we also wanted to give a brief introduction to the association. So we have here a little paragraph, and it reads, APCO International serves our members in emergency communications by providing complete expertise, professional development, technical assistance, advocacy, and outreach. And then we have a learn more, and that goes to the About APCO section. We also have some quick buttons for people to take action. Become a member, very important because we are a member association, and view our services. Next, we'll scroll down, and here we have some quick data about the association, some impressive data. Number of members, students trained, email sent on behalf of the SOC reclassification. And then we'll keep going, and as you can see, we have news, updated news. So this will get pulled regularly. So it won't be static, it will be dynamic, and it will get pulled from our news site. So it will always have updated news in here. And then if people want to get more information, they can go to APCO News to get more news about the association. And then I will keep going. We have a testimonial from one of our members, which we felt was important for people to know that this is a real member association. And then we've got what I would say kind of what is going on right now in the association, kind of those calls to action or those events. So our big announcement is that we launched our new site right here. And then we have some webinars that we're promoting right here. This one just occurred yesterday, so we'll take that down. And then we also have our tech forum, our virtual tech forum coming up, and we want people to register. So again, this is what is happening right now in the association. This will constantly be updated as we have new events or new activities or new programs coming up. Then we have our thank you to our partners, our corporate partners section, because we really appreciate their support and wanted to give them a shout out. And then at the bottom here, we have what I like to call our network. And these all lead to external sites, but they're very important. So we have our career services, our store, our buyer's guide, our PS Connect group, and our Public Safety Foundation of America. And then finally in the footer down here, we have our contact us, our privacy policy, and our social handles, as you can see. Okay. Well, that is the homepage. So that's a snapshot of the association. So anyone trying to learn about us has the opportunity to do that quickly. So the next piece that we wanted to tackle in the redesign was the navigation. Basically, we blew it up. As you can see, it does not look it does not look the same as the old site. No more menus by department. We didn't make decisions in a bubble either. So we really through, like I said, we did a lot of information gathering. And our analytics told us that the most visited menu was training, and the top pages that were visited were training. So that gave us the information that training is very important to our members and our users and visitors. So we put that first to make it very easy to get to. And let me show you what we have under training. We have our courses, recertification, our leadership programs, our EMD program, how you can get CDEs, information for instructors, our events, scholarships, managed training records, and contact the Institute. So that all goes under the training. Next, we added a new menu item, services. We did not have this before. We thought it would be helpful to add all of our services under one big umbrella, making them easier for visitors to find and for them to use. So under services, we have our standards in telecom, guide cards, radio frequency management, and as you can see, they offer a lot of services, consulting and operations review, agency training program certification, staffing and retention, our career services, and our buyer's guide. From there, we have our technology in the menu. And again, this one is also brand new. But here you will find information and resources on NG911, cybersecurity, interoperability, telematics, and spectrum. All important topics. And again, we can add to this menu as needed, but these are really the information that came from our old site that we felt was really important for people to be under the technology menu item. And then we've got advocacy. So this was part of the old menu, but we reorganized it a little bit. And under advocacy, you can find public filings, take action, issues, leadership and policy awards, our blog, the Tabletop X blog, and our APCO partners. And the next menu item is really one of my favorite, and that's community. And this did not exist before, but we felt it was really an important one as we were kind of consolidating all of the pages and the information that we had on our previous site. And our membership really values the community. They are really involved. They like to serve. They help each other out. If you just look at our PS Connect message boards, you'll see how much activity there is within our community. So under community, we have about APCO, our directory, our member directory, chapters and chapter presidents, our committees, our commercial community, human resources toolbox, that's our ProChart toolbox, our public education tools, our TERT, and PS Connect. And of course, finally, we have our membership menu. And under membership, we have Join APCO, our benefits, our awards and recognition, PSC Magazine, as that's a benefit to members, our donate, and vote. Another menu that I would like to show you is up here, and this is what we would call the utility menu. And under that, we've got about APCO, our news and publications, and this is where you can go and find out the news, obviously anything that's on our PSC site, magazine, and we also have our social handles under there, our Twitter feed, and I believe photos. We have our events. We have a join button, a login button for members, and important, very important, our search. So one of our goals with the new site was to increase functionality. And what does that mean? Work smarter, not harder. So I wanted to show you two examples that use filters. And a lot of you are very familiar with filters. I'm sure as you're shopping online on Amazon, you use filters to search for things that you're looking for. And while I'm not saying that we're Amazon, but we did take that concept and we created filters so that people can find things a little bit easier. So one example I'm going to show you is on our courses page. We used filters for people to search for courses. Before it was a really long list, so we wanted to make it easier for users. So one way people can look for courses is by delivery type. So we've got in-person, online, webinar, or our virtual classroom. They can also search by topic, or they can search by CDE. How many CDEs are they looking for? And then they can sort. You can sort by CDEs, by date, or you can even use the search button here if you know what you're looking for. And then we have a clear filters if you want to start over. So this is one example of how we are using filters to make it a lot easier for people to find what they're looking for. Another place that we use filters that I want to show you is on our standards. We have quite a few standards. And again, we wanted to make it easier for people to find them. So let me go to find standards. And here you will see we have categories. So you can search by operational standard, technical, training, if they're open for comment, and final standards. You can also use the search here to look for anything that if you have a word that you're looking for in particular, you can use that search button right there. And then we've also got if there are standards open for review and comment, and you can see which ones those are. So those are two examples of how we used filters that we did not have on our previous site that we now have on our new site. So another goal of our site was to consolidate and organize our content. We went from 392 pages of content to 195. We wanted visitors to find all of our content on a topic in one place. So how do we do that? How do we make it organized? How do we, well, we consolidated a lot, but then the organization was really important. And the way we did that was by tagging. So each piece of content that lives on the news site has one or more tags. And I'm going to show you an example of this under our public filings. So under each of our filings, and again, here's a way that you can filter, but another way that you can search is with tags. So currently we have 260 filings. Under each filing, you'll see words. These are the tags. So let's say I click on 6 gigahertz. I now have 33 filings that are related to 6 gigahertz. And that makes it so much easier to search for those filings that I'm looking for, as well as organize the content that comes in. So another way that I can show you tagging, let me get there, is through, here we go, what we're going to call related content. So what we wanted to do was make it easier for people to find content on other parts of the website. So if I'm looking at, this is, let me go back and show you. This is the Spectrum page. And I scroll down, and on various pages of our website, we'll have this section called related content. And we use tags to show that we have content on other areas of our website. So on the advocacy page, we have content related to Spectrum. On the services page, and on technology. So you can go and get this information quickly by clicking on these buttons. And again, that's a way that tags help us organize all of the content on the site and make it very user-friendly. So with that, that's again the high-level overview of the new site. And I will open things up to questions now. So let me go and open my questions up and see what we've got in here. Okay. So can we filter content by doing a text search if you don't know the tags that may be attached to a specific topic? Yes, you absolutely can. There is a search function for standards, filings, and courses. And don't forget, on our home page, we also have that search icon that you can use to put in any kind of keywords that you're looking for. And everything is tagged, so that way it will pull all of that information to one search. And it makes it very easy for people. Another question, is there a tab for historical data, such as a listing of past presidents, etc.? Yes, there is. Under our community page, we have our listing of past presidents. And under the About APCO, let me go there. I'm going to show you guys this section because I think it's wonderful. Let me go to the About APCO. So under About APCO, we've got our mission, our vision, our leadership, annual report, and then we have our history. So that did not get lost. We know that's very important for folks. We've got our history. And then as you were asking if we have a list of past presidents, so here we have chapter and chapter presidents, and that's where you'll find all of the past presidents as well under community. So everything is pretty easy to find. And again, About has all of our leadership listed here as well, and their executive council members. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Has my agency training changed? No. So anything that is within my APCO area, we also call that our database, our NetForum, that is not going to change, and everything will be linked to that. It should be under services. So that should be easy for you to find. Bookmarks, of course, I got a question about bookmarks. So if you have pages bookmarked, we did create redirects for everything. However, if that piece of content has gone away or has been moved to another page, you might have to recheck your bookmarks and redo some of those. We do hope that the redirects redirected every page, but again, if that piece of content no longer exists, that you might have to redo your bookmarks. So check those. And let me see. When I click on the login tab, the site redirects me to the forum page. Yes, your login will go to the MyAppCo, intl.org. So there's no login required for our new site. It's just if you want to access anything within your membership in the MyAppCo, like you would always do. Is the site fully functional, or is it still in transition from old to new? Good question. It is live. It is fully functional. As with any redesign website, moving things over, there are going to be a few things, a few broken links. So we ask that you guys use the chat function, which we will have on the new site, to help us if you find anything that needs to be fixed. We really appreciate your help in doing that. And, you know, we're fixing things behind the scenes as we've been launching it since Monday. So again, people have been reporting a few broken links here and there, but otherwise we are fully up, we are fully functional, and it is live. So I really encourage you guys to take a look, dig into the site, and you know, poke around and redo those bookmarks, and just, you know, let us know what you think, because we really do want to hear your feedback on the site. And if you find anything that needs to be fixed, we would love to fix it right away. So just let us know. And it looks like that's it for our questions today. Again, if anything comes up that you see, please let us know. We would love to fix it right away. And thank you so much for joining me today on the website. I really appreciate you taking the time, and just know that this will be recorded and we'll have it up on our website later this week. So in case anyone missed it, you can access the recording. And with that, I'm going to say farewell to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you again for joining me. That concludes our webinar.